Dude, and we're live.
Ka-chow.
I found out the other day that I can't read.
Okay.
Welcome
talk
to
about
episode 18 of Summer Boys.
18, dude. Our podcast can join the military now.
It sure can.
So
It sure can.
we are 18 episodes old. We are excited to be. And
Very
thanks
patient.
to all you guys, dude.
Dude, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We want you.
For the audio listeners, we just pointed at the camera and
Yeah.
you missed it because
Here we go. We'll point at the microphone. We want you as well.
and you.
We pointed at the microphone.
Come on. Good word. But no, it's good to be doing this. If you're listening, dude, thank you for, choosing us to hopefully make you a little bit less sad in life.
Yeah.
And, dude, like we always say, like it, share it, send it to a friend, dude.
I would encourage you to send it to someone you haven't talked to in a while. Just send it to them randomly. You can say something, but I would go no context.
I like
Just
that.
Send them the link.
I like that.
Get them to listen, dude.
No context.
But yeah, either way, thanks for sharing. Thanks for liking. Thanks for listening, dude.
For sure.
We usually put it at the end of the episode, but we just wanted to give an extra thanks.
Yeah. So thank you, and just help us out by interacting with our content as much as possible, and you feel led. And it doesn't have to be affirming. You can insult us.
Yeah.
It's just for the good old algorithm. So,
Yeah.
but circling back to what you were saying before, you can't read.
Dude, I'm just glad to be back in Birmingham. Yeah, as you can tell, we're back at Tim's place. How are you, dude?
Dude, I'm good. You can't read.
That was just my thing, my
Okay.
little opener.
Cool.
That it's my little hook.
Yeah, I just wanted to know. Do we need a...
I can read.
Yeah, not well.
I can read,
Yeah,
but it's not good.
that's not good. Okay.
I'm 23.
Okay, so I've been good lately, man. I'm in Birmingham. I was in Florida. By the time this comes out, it will have been a while ago, but it was 2 weeks ago or something. And
Yeah.
got to see a lot of folks I miss and say what up to them, and got to say what up to my parents, hang out,
Oh,
get
what
back
up,
in
the
the
Whitleys?
ocean, get some surfing in, so it was
Nice.
cool. Surfed around some sharks
Yeah.
this time, which was cool.
Close?
Yeah, we were out at Hightower Beach, for the people who know where that is, and we were out in the lineup there, and this dude next to us, and it was getting pretty crowded, and we were already thinking about kind of switching spots, but this dude who was 15 feet away, pointed between us, and he was there's a black tip right there, which is a type of shark. And I was oh, nice, man. Emma, let's paddle in and go to a different spot, which we were already thinking about doing. Black tips really aren't too dangerous, but
That's crazy.
yeah.
Wow. Living life.
Yeah. Dude saw a giant ray, breach too, just
Whoa.
jump out of the water. That was kind of sick.
I didn't know they did that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, some rays do. It's crazy. So saw a lot of cool wildlife and got some fun surfing in and hung with the fam. Just had a good time. So it was good.
Nice.
Um,
Love that.
yeah, come on. That's really, as far as my Birmingham life, it's been pretty boring. So I won't really dive too deep into that.
A lot of school, a lot of dashing.
Yeah, some CPA studying. Not as much as I should be doing, but I'm working on it.
Yeah.
How are you?
Dude, I'm good. Honestly, life's just good right now. Vibing. I went to the Smokies a couple of weeks ago
Good
for
deal.
a little trip. Made a video about it. Yeah, life's good. Living with old Chris. Shout out.
Dude, shout out to Christopher
He's
Michael
always
Harmon.
good. But yeah, glad to be back in Birmingham. Already
Yeah.
seen some friends I haven't seen in a while. Seeing
deal.
you, always a good time. So, yeah, It's good. Life is good.
Let's go.
Dude, I do have mad allergies right now, though. Because, especially when this episode comes out, we're into the fall and winter here.
Yeah.
We're coming in. And your boy got allergies when he went to the Smokies. Right now it's actually coming down a little bit, but I had a crazy cough.
Yeah.
For like weeks.
Do you know what you were like reacting to?
No, a lot of people are saying ragweed's super crazy right now in Georgia.
Okay.
So it might be
Heard
that.
of it, don't know what it is.
I don't either. I had never heard of it till I moved. So it might just be a Georgia thing, but yeah, so and I'm stopped up. Dude, this is crazy. And probably no one notices this except me.
Mm-hmm.
But when I listen back to the episodes, I like only am stopped up when we record, like my nose, and I just hear it when I listen back.
I feel like you have been unwell a lot when we're recording.
I've been sick every episode.
Like before every one, you're like, man, I don't know. I'm gonna need water. I might be coughing. Like, heads up. I sound all stuffed up. Like, I just sound gross. But
I remember for several of the early episodes, like I was coughing and apologizing and stuff.
Yeah.
My cough's fine right now. Like, I'll probably give a couple coughs here and there, but like, mainly my nose is stopped up, and that's super annoying. Like you got some throat goblins going on.
Yeah. Oof. That's the worst, bro.
That's annoying.
Whenever my nose is stopped up, I just like dream of it not being. And it's just like mind-blowing to me that like, okay, in like a week or two, I'll be able to just breathe through my nose and I'll just be like, that's life.
Yeah. Well, right now it's like I got a little goblin like literally right here. And it just won't go away no matter how hard I try. Yeah. But it's all good, dude. We're pushing through. My mom forced me to buy Claritin, so that's what's making my cough better, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Shout out, Mom. So yeah, dude, other than that, I mean, yeah, just hanging out. I got quite a few days here in Birmingham this time because took today off of work. Yeah. So it's nice.
Yeah, I wish I was going to be here longer. I'm going to the mountains of Georgia this weekend. So, you know.
Shout out to the beginning of the Appalachian Trail.
Shout out to the southern tip of it.
Dude, so I don't know. I don't actually know anything about this. But it's fascinating because I know a little bit, but barely. There is a new invasive spider species to the United States, but it's only in Georgia right now. And I don't remember the name of it. It's like Gunji or something. It's from Japan.
Okay.
It looks like a banana spider. It's a giant yellow spider.
It's a big boy.
Yellow and black. Huge. And they're an invasive species. And dude, I took a picture of one the other day and I didn't even realize it was the new thing. But dude, they're everywhere. They're like going crazy right now in Georgia.
That's crazy.
Kind of like kudzu. But it's a venomous, huge spider. And this is the crazy part. Are you ready?
Yeah.
This is what I was told by one person. So let's say apparently this happens. Mm-hmm. They create something, we'll call them wings, out of their webbing and glide for miles.
That's actually really dope.
But they're giant, yellow, venomous spiders.
Their being venomous makes it less dope for me.
And I don't know if that's true, but I'm going to believe it. They glide for miles.
Out of, like, web wings they
Out of web wings that they decided to make.
That's insane.
So, I don't know how they got here. Maybe, like, a ship or a plane or something.
Yeah, I was going to ask how they got here, but...
But, dude, it's possible that they could have just glided. Apparently.
And it'd take a pretty big draft.
Big, long wind. And also, they would have to survive on no food for probably several days. If not, like...
Yeah.
Weeks.
I like to think they flew here, though.
I'm going to say that they flew here on their own.
Yeah.
On their own web.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, so I was at this event like last weekend and I walked into this thick web. And I was like, oh, frick. Look up, dude, and it's one of them. And I thought it was just, a banana spider or something. And that's when I learned about it. Dude, walked straight into its web. Yeah. And luckily it didn't get on me. Because I don't want to get bit. It's the last thing I want to do. But here's the thing, like, I don't know how venomous they are. And whenever I get bit by a spider, I'm always like, oh, I don't want to get bit by a spider. But as soon as I do, it's just like odd itches.
Yeah.
And luckily, haven't been bit by anything crazy.
Right,
like a brown recluse or something. Mm-hmm. But I don't know how venomous these are.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I don't remember the name. I feel like it starts with a G. It's a Japanese name.
Yeah.
But yeah, look it up. Just be like Georgia invasive spider species.
Yeah. I'll have to do that. That's interesting, and I'll have to be on the lookout for them on my trip this weekend.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of stuff biting stuff, which is how we're gonna pull this transition transition, whatever.
Nice.
My bad, because now I ruined it so hard, and I was actually doing a good job. Speaking of stuff biting stuff, a dude died from rabies like a couple weeks ago.
In Birmingham?
Just in the U.S. But that's been the first time it's happened in like, I feel like it was since like the 50s or something.
Sheesh.
Because people only get rabies, like you have like one case a year basically, because everyone gets treated.
Yeah, everyone knows about it.
The dude refused treatment and died.
What?
What
did he get bit by, do you know?
They didn't say. But dude got rabies and they were like, hey, this is super treatable and we can help you.
Yeah.
And he was like, nah.
No.
Which...
I'm going to be really thirsty for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I feel like... I think it's probably stemming from just COVID and people being...
Not wanting to be treated.
Just not trusting healthcare is really trendy now, I guess. So anyway, That's a thing. But it made me think of... The Office when like Meredith gets rabies, they do the fun run for like cure for rabies and stuff. Because it's like the whole joke of it is obviously rabies are very treatable now, not an issue. Yeah. So just seeing an article about a guy dying from rabies.
Dang, it reminds me of Old Yeller. I don't want to talk about it, but it reminds me of it.
Yeah. Probably just if you get rabies, get treated because it happens. Yeah.
Dude, of all the animals to get rabies from, there are two really cute ones that I wouldn't mind it.
I feel like I know the two you're thinking of.
Raccoon, number one.
Yeah.
And obviously, duh. Because raccoons, especially babies, actually babies of both that I'm about to name, is so cute. And I want a raccoon. I actually want both.
Raccoons are adorable, dude.
They're so freaking cute.
And they have so much personality and spunk.
Are they intentionally... conniving? Yes. But would it be fun to have? Absolutely. Also, the air conditioning just turned on and I hear it, so sorry if you also hear it.
I don't hear it, but
okay,
all good.
Your headphones are turned down, but
true.
Just wanted to mention it for the audio listeners. I'm with you. But dude, raccoons, so freaking cute. Barely cuter than the second one though. Which, dude, shockingly, skunks.
I thought you were going to say squirrels.
I knew you thought I was going to say squirrels. Skunks.
Dude,
they're cute. And people have them as pets. They de-spray them.
Yeah.
They take their buttholes out, dude, and they freaking have them as pets.
I feel like that would be a bad idea. Like, to me, it just feels kind of mean to be like, hey, your primary defense mechanism I'm going to take away from you. And then I'm just going to make you walk around my house.
That's true. It's kind of the same idea as declawing a cat.
Yeah.
I've never done that. I doubt I ever would.
Yeah.
But also, if you're already to the point where you're wanting a skunk as a pet, you're to the point where you're going to de-spray it.
Yeah.
They are so cute.
They're cute animals.
There's nothing you can do to a raccoon to make it less evil.
No,
not evil. Conniving.
They're adorable.
They're so baby raccoons, dude. Fat raccoons, so cute.
It bums me out, like how aggressive they're down to be.
Yeah.
Because like.
They're down to fight.
Yeah, most things will just run away from you. Yeah. Raccoons usually will. I've chased some in my day.
Yeah.
And they will run if they really think you're coming at them.
They're not as aggressive as like a possum.
Yeah.
Which either will play dead or try to eat you alive.
Yeah. But dude, raccoons,
those things are scary.
So cute, bro.
Yeah. So I wouldn't mind getting rabies from either of those.
Come on. Dude, speaking of wild animals as pets, though, so sometimes, let you behind the curtain a little bit here. Prior to recording, I'll, look up just kind of, weird news articles, and it's very easy to, topically search for that. I think literally NPR just has, a category of weird news basically, so I'll read down that.
Today on NPR we're talking about weird.
Exactly.
Weird things that happen in the world.
Quite weird things that are happening.
Today my name is Jerry Gerbils, filling in for Mary Mabry on NPR, talking about the weirdest things that happen in the world today at 6 p.m.
Exactly. And dude, every other article was just a wild, dangerous animal someone decided to have as a pet.
Yeah. /
a zoo where the animal is escaping.
/ they were all in Florida.
Not actually, though.
Oh, really?
You would think. I saw a lot of northeastern stuff. Or
Florida is very saturated with people having alligators.
Oh, yeah. Ohio is kind of popping off this week as far as just... that's how I feel. I might be wrong, but I feel like Ohio had a lot of wild animals getting out and doing their thing.
Do you think Ohio's a state?
Yeah.
But they had a lot of animals?
Had a burp. Yeah, a lot of, wild cats escaping.
Huh.
And then they're trying to, figure out how to get them. I think a monkey or gorilla got out recently. I was reading down, it's just every other article was some wild animal that someone was let's make this a pet. And then it was getting out. And then animal control has to deal with that.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being animal control and thinking okay, it's mostly going to be stray dogs and whatever.
Yeah.
Cats, maybe something rabid sometimes.
Yeah.
And then someone just lets a cougar loose.
A cougar or a panther or something. Dude, I mean,
a wolf
also though, if you're any state that's not New York City.
The state of New York City.
The state of New York City.
Yeah.
Most places don't have a massive need for animal control. So if you're Ohio animal control and you're gonna call that, you're
yeah,
that's what's up. This is why I am here.
Yeah.
To get a freaking panther.
Yeah. Or dude, in North Carolina, someone's bison they had on their farm. Someone in North Carolina had a bison. It
that's way too warm for a bison.
Escaped and went out into the city. I'm yeah, why did you need a bison? Have cows. That's fine.
Have
You're
a cow.
good. Don't have. Just let animals be where they belong.
Wow.
I don't know.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Because it's looking right now what's going on is any animal you shouldn't have seems they're escaping a lot as of late. If you want to look at just Google weird news and go to any site, look down the articles, and there's just tons of wild animals that people are trying to make not wild that are just escaping, and then people have to deal with that.
Today in Waco, Texas, a Texas man's Bigfoot escaped.
Yeah, don't have a pet Bigfoot, dude. You don't need that.
There's the drill.
That is actually picking up pretty good on here, it looks like.
Someone's drilling.
Yeah, didn't know that was going to happen. They did not have the apartment complex reserved for drilling today. But they're doing it, so great.
Wyoming man's anaconda has escaped and is at large in the city of West Yellowstone.
Oh, jeez. So...
A man robbed a piggy bank with his blue-faced monkey and is at large today in Florida. Today at 7.
Bro, how aggressive those, like, blue-faced monkeys are, though?
They're aggressive,
like,
dude.
So many monkeys are so aggressive, and they're
baboons?
Like,
are they baboons? Or blueface? I'm thinking of the butts.
Like the freaking Rafiki ones.
Is that blueface?
I think...
They also have the butts?
What's that?
They also have the weird butts that you can see?
Yeah, I mean, most monkeys have weird butts.
But Rafiki baboons, they have the face and the butt.
I think so, yeah.
Do they have blue butts?
I don't think they're blue. I think
red.
They're just like very pink or red or something.
Okay,
just, like,
but they got blue face.
Like too much of it doesn't have hair.
Dude, that's legit a crazy thing that a mammal has a blue face.
That's actually really true.
You know what I mean? Mammals are like pretty universally not blue.
Yeah, they're kind of just like earth tones.
Earth tones. They're kind of camouflaged a little bit.
Yeah.
They got fur, most of them, besides us. But that guy has a blue face.
Yeah, why's he got a blue face? I'd never thought about that till now.
I wonder if, like, evolutionarily, what that would kind of mean.
Maybe there's like a fruit tree that has blue fruits, and then his head just looks like one of the fruits.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just hypothesizing. But,
that is wild.
That's nuts, yeah.
And with the red butt, dude.
Yeah. Like, imagine a dog that just, like...
had a blue face and a red butt.
Was blue.
Dude, Clifford the Big Red Dog?
Yeah.
What was he doing?
Yeah. As a kid, I really took that at face value way too much.
I think I assumed that I'd eventually see a big red dog.
Yeah, just a dog living in, like, a garage, because that's all, like, the only place they can fit in.
Dude, even when he was a puppy, they had the puppy series when he was a puppy. And he was still, like, giant. But he was friends with a normal-sized poodle and a yellow dog. Like a pit bull.
Yeah.
Dude, if I was giant, I wouldn't be friends with anyone on purpose.
I would be selective.
Not with a yellow pit bull and a purple poodle, though.
Not a purple poodle.
Not a purple
Maybe yellow pit bull. Not a purple poodle.
Certainly.
No.
Our audio quality just got so much better.
Yeah, everything, the AC is off, the drill isn't going.
How about that? We're professionals.
Yeah, I mean, we're on the laptop mic today, so it's still going to be a little bonk.
Yeah, I did goof. The microphone's not working, so we're using the laptop mics, but it's all good.
Yeah, there's grace for that.
It's all good.
There's a lot of grace for that.
Dude, I think it's actually time for our favorite new segment, Subjective Trivia!
Subjective Trivia!
Today we have Emma Perry on the line, hopefully. This is Chris's girlfriend. I feel like she won't be working.
She'll do good work.
She also works at a church like me, and if I know anything, it's that I can usually answer the phone. So... here we go. Here goes nothing. Here's Emma Perry, everyone.
Are you doing the talking?
Yeah.
Cool. That was a long pause there.
It was.
Hello?
Emma Perry, you are live on Summer Boys Podcast with the game show Subjective Trivia. You have the opportunity to win $3 in your Venmo account. Are you willing to play?
Oh, heck yeah.
You're also on with Tim right now.
What up? Hey, how are you?
Your question is, what is the best wood?
I'm a little biased, but I'm gonna say oak.
Unfortunately, the answer was cedar. Thanks for playing. Dude, but we asked you to send in your most embarrassing date stories, and we got some really good ones. I haven't heard them, Tim has them all, but he told me they were good. But since you were vulnerable with us, dude, I'm going to be vulnerable with you. I'm going to tell you my most embarrassing date story.
Well, small correction here, and all good, obviously. It's more worst date.
Oh.
So some of them, it's definitely, for some people it is embarrassing, and for other people it's more the other person really sucked.
Gotcha. Okay, well, this involves just me being bad at dating because I was 16. This is my first date ever. I decided, hey, I just got my license. I'm going to ask your girl on a proper date. We're going to go on a date. So it was this girl from my church. Shout out to my church. Dude, so at some point or another, I think we were on a mission trip or something, and I found out that she likes SpongeBob. And I was like, oh my gosh, a girl likes SpongeBob? I'm going to ask her on a date? I don't know. But anyway, no, I kind of already wanted to, but at the very time that this was happening, the new SpongeBob movie, Sponge Out of Water, I think, was in theaters.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, oh, 1 + 2 = date, dude. I know she likes SpongeBob. There's a SpongeBob movie out. We're going to go to the SpongeBob movie, and it's going to be a good date. Didn't turn out that way, because I asked her, and she was like, yeah. And I was like, sweet. And then, dude, she postponed it 1 week, which is all good, because she was sick. But then, dude, it was Valentine's Day, the day that she postponed it to, which I didn't even think about at the time. Until the day of, and I was like, oh frick, this is Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
And we're going to the SpongeBob movie. So, I everyone in my family knows that I'm going on this date. My mom is like, yo, here's some chocolates. Take this and give it to her. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna give her chocolates on our first date. So I take the chocolates, just in case, and we go and watch the SpongeBob movie. Dude, I don't remember it, because, that was, 7 years ago? But I remember, I enjoyed it. I had a good time. We get back in the car after the movie, and it's so awkward. We're sitting in my 2004 Honda Accord.
Oh, boy. And
I remember, oh snap, I have these chocolates and it's Valentine's Day. So I'm like, here's some chocolates. Happy Valentine's Day. She took them and was like, thanks. Dude, and that was it. We ended up talking again, later in high school. That was probably 9th grade or whatever, whenever you turned 16. But I didn't talk to her for a year after that.
Oh.
Because it was just that awkward. A SpongeBob movie on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
My bad.
It's just a weird date and you didn't speak for
It was a weird date. I'm sure there was something. I'm sure something was said. I just don't remember at this point. The main point is that I accidentally took a girl to the SpongeBob movie on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, it's not
the best move.
Yeah, not good. Not good on her end though to reschedule your date to Valentine's Day.
A lot was learned. We were very young, and all good. I'll never experience. I'll never accidentally do a date on Valentine's Day again. If I do it, it'll be intentional.
Yeah. I actually didn't think I had a story. But I thought of one that is good. Most of my early dating life, I was pretty awkward. I know my first relationship, I was just I don't know, I was an anxious little fella trying to figure out how to date, but that translated into me just I don't know, seeming pretty uninterested and kind of being not so chill, so that's on me.
Yeah.
But anyway, this story is with my now wife.
Oh, nice.
Emma Whitley.
Shout out.
Prior the Emma Hammett. So we, like, for those of you who whatever, we dated for a while, like during fall semester one year, broke up, and then started dating again in like the spring of that school year. And
why did you break up?
She wasn't really feeling it, man. But she is now.
We don't have to dive
She is
into
now.
that.
She likes me.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna track through.
Yeah. Keep going.
Then cry later. Anyway, but there was like a weird in between for a lot of the spring semester where we like didn't know what was going on because she was being kind of flirty, and I was like, "You broke up with me? Like, what's up? What are we doing?" And but we'd been hanging out and do like stuff one-on-one. So one thing we would do sometimes is go like longboarding on like some hills in some neighborhoods and stuff. And would usually do that like kind of late at night just because there wasn't really like traffic then. And so one night, and this was like deep into the weird in between where I was like, is this chick into me? Like, what is up? I was like, tonight when we're longboarding and like walking around, chilling, doing anything, I'm going to bring up what the deal is and figure out what is going on. And we're like longboarding for a while, right? And then like there's this hill, like you're going down, and then you get to like a intersection thing, and you got to make a fairly sharp right.
Yeah.
And essentially she went for the sharp right, fell, and like split her face open basically, and was just like, her face was just pouring out blood. And I was like, dang, this wasn't the plan for the night, because I was going to ask her, I was going to kind of have a heart-to-heart here. And I was like, I don't think on the way, she was good. She was able to like walk up and get to the car. But I was like, I don't think during the remainder of this date I should probably have this conversation yet
While
anymore.
blood is pouring out of her face.
Yeah, while blood's pouring out of her face. So basically her roommate and like took her to the hospital. I offered to. She was like, we're good. Not in like a whatever way, but it was just like, since we were in the between, it was awkward, whatever.
Yeah.
So, and her parents were there and stuff, and I stayed up and made sure she was good. But anyway, basically, point of that was trying to have a good time with a lady.
Yeah.
Maybe bomb some hills, have a good time, and talk about feelings. And then she split her face open and went to the ER.
It's good.
So
it's good.
Sending someone to the ER on a date is something to avoid.
Amen.
Yeah. So
dude, with that, let's get into some fan stories.
Let's get into some...
No, not fan stories.
Summer boys. Listener stories?
Fellow summer boys.
Fellow summer boy stories.
You know this. We kind of established it on one of the prior episodes. You, too, are a summer boy. And I hope you know that. If you're listening, you're a summer boy.
Okay. Indeed. Summer boys for life. Let's grow this community. Okay. Here we go. First one here. This was kind of an impromptu date that happened to me.
Okay. All of these are anonymous, by the way.
All these are anonymous. It's just better that way.
They were sent in, though. We did not make these up.
These are real things that happened.
And I have not heard any of them.
Right. I have. Let's go. So this was an impromptu date that happened to me. Seems like you usually go on them. Anyway, I was sitting in Starbucks one night studying for a test when I was in college. A guy walked in, sat at the table next to me, and struck up a conversation. When he learned I was a Christian lady, he broke out all of these Christian lingo terms. For example, he told me he did prison ministry. I said, oh, that's great that you're doing that. He confidently and smoothly replied, oh, I'm just answering the call.
Did it say he did the lip licking?
There's like a ... where it feels like he's trailing off. So I feel like when he was trailing off, he had to have kind of been like...
Answering the call.
Answering the call?
Oh, me, just... Answering the call.
Just trying to lead the sheep. Come on.
Not forgetting the one, dude.
Trying to catch some fish.
Dude, just trying to be Jesus to these people.
Trying to harvest some fruit.
Fishers of men, dude.
Yeah. Breeders of bunnies. Like you're really multiplying your... Okay, cool.
Yes.
Okay, so before he left, he asked 2 questions I thought were odd. The first one was, I would love to see you again, so I was wondering if I could have your email address.
Okay.
Which is fairly 2001-y.
Yeah.
The second one was, well, I've really enjoyed our time together, so I was wondering if I could pray over us before we part ways.
Oof.
Over us.
Uh-huh.
Not over you.
Yeah.
Over us and this thing
that has happened.
That's blossoming.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to say, so I said, sure. He proceeded to thank God for our time together. I'm all about some praying to the Lord, but I don't remember much of that prayer because I just felt kind of awkward.
Yeah.
He eventually finished praying and left. And then the best part of the night happened. The barista had actually been hiding behind the espresso machine the whole time, eavesdropping. And basically did a good imitation of the guy.
Wow.
And they had a good laugh.
Wow. That's great.
Yeah. Don't do that. I know a lot of guys are like, girls want a good Christian dude, and I think that is good. To, you know, like be that. Girls think it's good to look for that. Something, I don't know how to describe it, but we all know something's off there. That's a little too...
Something's off,
too
dude.
much.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
If you're the guy, like, being that much on the first Starbucks meeting.
Yeah, and it wasn't planned. He attacked her with a date.
Yeah.
He said, surprise, I have a present for you. It's me. We're on a date now.
And we're on a date now.
So.
What's your email address?
Yeah.
Girl 777.
Yeah. Not good.
Wow.
So, anyway, going on to number 5 here. Once again, we are all... Oh, I didn't mean to say a number there, because the numbers only mean things to me.
They're not in order.
All right, you can cut it here if you want to. I'll just start that phrase over. But you also don't have to, whatever.
Probably won't.
But now I sound insecure, so whatever. All right, the next one, because I don't have them numbered like a dork. And again, all anonymous here. I went on a Bumble date when I was 20. The guy's profile said he was a 20-year-old doctor. He was cute and seemed funny, etc.
Thank you.
Turns out he was actually 32, was kicked out of med school for being addicted to oxys, and married.
What?
He told me all of this over a dinner that at the end told the waiter he couldn't afford.
Huh? What?
Yeah. Not that many words, but so much to unpack in that.
Let's run that back. She thought he was a doctor. 20 years old. He turned out to be 32, not a doctor, and addicted to drugs.
Yeah, substance abuse issue. And married. Married also.
Oh, man.
Like, all of those are bad things to be... 32 is okay, but other than that, like, all things you really don't want to be.
Holy crap. Dude.
Yeah.
Dude.
And on the first date, being like, hey, I lied about everything. Maybe get a few... Not that you should lie about everything, but get a few dates in.
Yeah. Like, keep it going a little bit.
Yeah. And also, like, if you're getting kicked out of med school for, like, a substance abuse issue to, like, painkillers you probably have access to due to being a medical student, you're probably stealing or something somewhere in there.
You're a criminal.
A lot of bad things. So all that and, like, saying you're a 28-year-old doctor and, like, oof, just so tough.
Wow.
And being on that, and then at the end of the night, can't afford the dinner?
So, I guess she paid for it?
I mean, I have to assume that's what happened.
Dude.
I
mean, and to not be able to afford a dinner, it's got to be a pretty... I mean, I don't know. I assume it's a good meal. Like, that's an expensive meal.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what.
Unless you're spending all your money on drugs, but
it doesn't sound like he has his life where he's probably in a great financial position. But yeah, a lot there,
dude.
Just so wild to me. I've never like done dating app dates. I've never really just been on like a blind date or just a random like, hey, let's just go on like a one date.
Yeah.
Wild. I don't know, man. But people really have these experiences.
That's so worse than... I mean, it is, in a way, being catfish, but it's worse than being catfish, just it being a different person than you thought.
Yeah. Like, it is the same person, but they're lying about everything that they are.
Dang.
And why say that on the first date, dude?
I wonder if he brought it up, or if she was like asking questions and he couldn't answer them. And it naturally was like, oh, by the way, I'm lying about everything.
Yeah.
Dang.
Oh, wow.
I cannot imagine that.
Not good.
But.
Not good.
For her, good that it was the first date and not several
I mean, yeah. Yes.
Him, dumb move.
Yeah.
Her, glad you weren't hurt more.
Yeah, for sure, but...
Jeez.
Oh, man.
That's bad.
Yeah. Okay. Keep striking here, get into the next fella here. Once again, all anon. Last time I'm going to say it, because I feel like I've said it too many times. Whatever. I one time forgot my date at Circle K when she was inside using the restroom and I was getting gas.
What?
I made it a few minutes down the road, and she called to tell me that her friend was coming to pick her up and not to worry about turning around to come get her. We were 10 minutes into the date. We've never spoken again.
Oh my gosh. Dude.
I don't get how you do that.
For me, the reason I don't get it, and not to be like, oh, boo-hoo, but like, I'm not going on dates that often to where I'm like, I just forgot about a date that I was on.
Yeah, I'm nervous.
Like, a date is a big deal to me, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, snap, this is like my entire week that I'm planning.
Yeah. Maybe the nerves led this dude to, like, forget his date. Maybe he was so nervous, he was just like, oh, man, like...
Dang. Dude, they were at Circle K. First of all, 10 minutes in, she already had to pee.
But also he needed gas 10 minutes in.
I would get gas before the date.
Yeah. Oversight on both their ends.
All good, though. So I guess it cancels out. She had to pee, he had to get gas. Cancels out. Then you forgot her.
Yeah.
So it's like, now it's all on you.
Yeah, I mean, probably don't forget a person at a gas station.
Dude, you never spoke again.
Like, of the things you can do on a date, forgetting your date somewhere.
Wow.
Not good.
That's incredible.
I also feel like, I hope he was kind of indifferent. Kind of, like, I hope he wasn't, like, so invested that he was just really nervous, and so nervous that he, like,
he was, like, really stoked to finally be on a date with this girl.
Yeah, because I'm guessing what happened was he thought, like, when he was getting gas, he was like, yeah, I need to go pick her up.
Yeah, he was on the way to go get her.
That's my guess. I have no clue.
Surely.
And then...
He obviously didn't do it on purpose.
Yeah. I mean, that would be an insane thing to do on purpose.
Oh, yeah. Dude, that reminds me of something that did happen on purpose. At a Circle K, my roommates in college, I had 4, but 2 of them were involved in this. One he was on my half of this story. Okay, so we go to Circle K. We used to go get ice cream all the time. They have ice cream at Circle K. We get ice cream.
I love Circle K, bro.
Circle K is the gas station.
My favorite gas dish.
We could walk to it in college. It was short enough of a distance. And like, you and I would do it all the time. But my roommates and I really never did. Anyway, we go to Circle K. My one roommate drove us, and we went to go get ice cream. So me and the roommate who did not drive go in to get the ice cream. We're in there for 5 minutes tops. 5 minutes just to get ice cream. We come back out, and the other roommate is nowhere to be found. Gone. And so my other roommate calls him and is like, "Hey man, where did you go?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, my friend texted me and wanted me to come over, so I left. I'm at my friend's place now."
Bro.
Huh?
You can't just leave people at gas stations.
What? We're at a gas station.
Also, why did y'all have to call him for him to communicate that?
Yeah, we walk out, he's gone. We wondered where he was. He didn't call us while we were in there and tell us he's leaving.
Yeah.
So we walked back home with ice cream.
Y'all's place was a minute-long drive too. Just
drive.
drop y'all off and then go do, I don't know, man.
That was the most bizarre thing I think that's ever happened to me.
Hilarious.
Anyway, that just reminded me of that. I completely forgot that even happened.
Yeah. So anyway, don't leave people at gas stations.
Don't leave people at gas stations.
Just pick them up. Okay, so the next one here, little bit, because this is gonna be a function date for a sorority.
Okay.
So I want to give, because I don't think all the listeners necessarily know a lot about Greek life stuff. So sororities, we all kind of know what they are. They have these things called functions, which are basically dances. Think
dances, parties.
Dance/party. Think
there's food.
Think prom or homecoming, but to me probably more fun.
Yeah, and monthly.
Yeah, I mean...
Or there's one a month. Not every sorority has one a month.
But across campus, yeah.
Yeah.
I think each sorority will have a formal, semi-formal, and a date party or two.
Yeah.
So this one's a semi-formal.
Okay.
So you're formal, but only semi.
So they're in a dress as the female. She's in a dress.
Yes.
But not a super formal dress. And you're in a sports coat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that important at all?
Not really. I just wanted to give context of what this date was, sort of.
Okay, but this is semi-formal.
Semi-formal. Okay, so I'm gonna get into it now. Okay, so this is the story of the time I low-key got kidnapped by my semi-formal date.
Okay.
Sorry it's so long. All good. We like long stories.
Yeah, that's great. We like long stories.
I had to find someone to take to semi-formal, and I decided to ask a guy I worked with at Campus Rec. He was super chill, and I was like, okay, this is perfect for a function. He'll be a fun date, and it'll be chill. Probably not. We talked at work, and things were always casual and friendly. The only thing was he was a grad student, age 22, and I was 19, I think. So an odd age difference. Yes, 3 years is an odd number, so you are correct. I don't think the age difference is huge, but...
I get, thinking it's weird in college.
Yeah.
Not a weird
if
age
he's
difference.
in grad school, too.
Yeah, it's understandable that you would think that, but, once you're in the working world, it's age doesn't, really matter. As long as you're...
Yeah.
The same...
Right.
As long as you're both in the same stage of life, really.
Yeah. But anyway, point is, no red flags, seemed like a fun guy to go on a date with. We kind of got whatever, so let's just keep pushing. Fast forward to the day of the function. I'm getting ready with the girls I'm going with, and he texts me and says, "Hey, I went duck hunting. I may be a little late." So I'm like, okay, a little weird, but it's whatever. Yeah. We all get ready, and it's time to take pics, and he shows up 15 minutes late, which is fine. We take pictures, and he's acting kind of weird about it, but I just brush it off because I'm like, maybe he doesn't like having his picture taken. Parentheses here. I look back at the pictures now and die because they're literally the most uncomfy pics you've ever seen. I'm guessing he just straight-faced it, or
was
or a toothless smile, kind of like a...
Maybe, or you could just see in his eyes.
His eyes look like he wanted to die.
Like
the classic
lights are on, but
does.
no one's home.
Yeah.
He just didn't want to be there.
Yeah. Okay. It's time to leave, and we start walking towards the car we're going to ride in. We're riding in the back seat with my friend and her date. I get in the car, and he's like standing outside just looking at me. So I say, "Are you good?" And he starts going on about how he can't fit in the back of the car because he's too tall. He's like maybe 6 foot. We're basically the same height with heels on. Like, come on.
Okay. I'm 6'1". I fit in almost every back
That's a
seat.
beef of mine. I'm like somewhere between 6'2" and 6'3", and I'm like, I can squeeze into any seat.
I'll squeeze, dude.
Especially if it's people I don't really know. I'm not going to be like socially inappropriate.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna say I can't fit in the back seat.
Yeah. And it sounds like maybe 6 foot. We're both taller than this fella.
Okay.
Humble brag.
Humble brag.
Alright, so he has his freak out, and I suddenly find myself in his car headed to the function.
Okay.
He's driving, and he's asking me to play music. I play Cardi B and Bruno Mars' Finesse, because at the time, it was a popular song.
Wow.
He says he's never heard of it, and he's never heard of Bruno Mars or Cardi B. And I'm like, okay, whatever.
What?
Which is insane.
You can't have never heard of those people.
Especially Bruno Mars.
Especially Bruno
Dude
Mars.
has been famous for like 10 years.
Grenade?
Like, very famous.
2008?
Just the way you
Roughly.
are.
Just the way you are, dude? I fell in love to that song, dude.
You can't. Me too. I thought.
Baby,
I thought-
get your grenade for you.
Yeah.
Dude. Also, can I guess this? He's driving a Dodge Challenger. 2014.
I don't think it ever says.
I'm
I was
just
picturing
guessing.
a truck, honestly.
I'm just painting the picture. Either that or a truck with a loud exhaust.
Yeah.
Possibly
Yeah.
Roland Cole. Not humble brag.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so never heard of them. So he asked me if I will play only 90s country music.
There it is. There it is.
I think that's why I thought truck.
That's a truck.
Yeah.
Roland Cole, potentially.
Yeah. Okay. As we're driving, I pull out my chapstick, and as I'm putting it on, he goes, "Can I get some of that?" I have a hard time saying no to people, so I'm like, sure. I hand him the chapstick, and he goes, "Oh, I can't put it on while I'm driving. Can you do it for me?"
What?
He asked me to put chapstick on him as we were driving. I'm shocked and say no, try to laugh it off, and we drive in silence the rest of the way.
What?
We finally arrive, and we're pulling up, and he asks if he can play a song to hype us up for the function. He plays the beginning of Thunderstruck. Twice.
Just the beginning? Twice?
That's like the... Thunder!
Twice. Just the beginning.
Apparently. I don't know how long the beginning is, but I guess probably before you get to the... I was wrong!
Yeah.
Dog, dog! That's what I picture. But maybe it's... I don't know. Anyway, so the beginning... Yeah, maybe it's before, like, when it says the first Thunderstruck, like that might be when
He
would
played
cut
it
back to the-
twice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I can just imagine her, like, politely trying to get into it.
I get. As a joke, playing it once.
Yeah.
But not just the beginning and not twice.
By being like, dude, that was insane. We gotta roll it back.
Oh, now I'm freaking hyped, dude. Now we're gonna absolutely be the bomb of this party, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so he plays that.
Yes. So we get out and head to the Vulcan, which is a
The
giant
Statue of Liberty
statue
in
in
Birmingham.
Birmingham, also like an event center, whatever.
Yeah.
This function is outside in December, so it was literally freezing. And we head over to where everyone is. I see the girls I was supposed to ride with and meet up with them under a heated lamp. People are already dancing, so they're like, let's go dance. And I love to tear it up on the dance floor, so I'm like, of course.
Yeah.
I turn to my date, and I'm like, I want to go dance. Oh, no. I'm like, you want to go dance? As a question, I guess. And he says, oh, I don't dance. Which is perfect for this guy. I don't know this guy, but that is what he would say.
I don't dance.
To me.
And he's at a function, and he got hype. What are you getting hyped for?
Why did you get hyped?
Why are you getting hyped to not dance?
I would like to know what he was getting hyped for.
Hey, let's get hyped to go stand.
Yeah. Not good. Okay.
So far, at least 2, if not 3 red flags.
Yeah.
Maybe 4. Let's see. We got not being able to fit in the back seat, not being able to put on chapstick, 90s country music only.
Never hearing
twice.
Of Bruno Mars.
Never hearing 5.
Or Cardi B, Thunderstruck twice.
We'll be safe and call 2 of them yellow flags.
Yeah. I would say don't even bother counting because we are not even... We're maybe a third of the way through this story.
What? Okay. Yeah, let's keep rolling.
So
he doesn't
says,
dance.
oh, I don't dance. At this point, I'm slightly relieved because I'm thinking that he'll just, like, sit somewhere and I'll go dance because he's kind of getting on my nerves. Bad day etiquette, I know. Dude, girl, you are good.
All good already.
You are good.
You're
This
already
makes
all
sense.
good. No defense necessary.
Makes sense. I'm like, okay, that's fine. And I walk out with my friends to go dance. We're tearing it up on the dance floor, and I turn around, and my date is just, like, standing adjacent to the group we've got of people dancing. Like, just standing there. I guess in the dance floor, I'm picturing right next to them.
He's in the dance floor, probably looking at them. Ugh. Okay.
So I feel bad and go over, and I say, do you want to sit down? He says, sure. So we go sit down and literally don't talk. 30 minutes pass, and he asks if we can leave, so I say sure, because I'm realizing the night will not be much more fun if we stay. I say my goodbyes, trying to give panic eyes, Dr. Seuss on him, to all my friends, and we head back to his car. We get in, and he starts driving, and I pull my chapstick out again because my lips were chapped from standing in the cold, and he asks me again to put chapstick on him while he's driving. What? He puckers up his lips and everything. That's weird, man.
Dude.
It just feels like you're trying to, like...
Dude's so unaware that he's the weirdest dude ever tonight.
Well, to me, it feels like he's being, like... Yo, put some chapstick on me.
Oh,
like,
100%.
He's trying to, like...
Yeah, but he's already done so many things to be, like, not in a position to be flirty anymore.
Yeah. To him, it's going...
Okay, at least.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
So we're headed back to Sanford, and suddenly... Spoiler alert, the girl does go to Sanford, but we kind of knew that. Headed back to Sanford, and suddenly he takes a turn that is definitely not towards Sanford.
Okay.
So I ask where we're headed, and says, do you mind if I stop by my parents' house? I would like to pause and say this is when alarm bells should have started going off. Again, you're good. This sounds like a weird guy. You, like... Who thinks this is how their night's gonna go?
Yeah, no one, like, in the moment thinks that something's gonna be as bad as it becomes.
Yeah.
Not that I know the ending to this, but it already sounds terrible.
Yeah.
And the title was the story I kind of got kidnapped or something. So anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
You're good.
Anyway.
You're good.
I say, sure, that's okay, and we pull up to his mom and dad's house. I'm thinking I'll just chill in the car and wait while he runs in to get something. But we get there and he cuts the car off and is like, you need to come in or you'll get cold.
Ugh.
So I just give in and say whatever. Suddenly I'm standing there in his parents' living room and he's asking if I want a house tour. Before I know it, I'm on a house tour.
What are you going to do? Not going on a house tour?
You gotta go on the house tour.
I mean, if someone asks you for a house tour, you gotta take the house tour.
You gonna say no to the house tour?
What are you gonna do? Not see the house?
He walks me around and shows me, like, decorations and stuff, and then we get to a door.
Hey, so this is our floor. This is a room.
Yeah. This is, like, a floral arrangement my mom did. This is me when I was young. This is me when I'm young but a little older.
Here's a picture of my grandparents.
Get to a closed door, and he says, and this is my bedroom. Which I'm going to fix his voice right now. And this is my bedroom.
Alright. This is my bedroom. Alright, this is where the magic happens.
This is where it goes down.
This is where it all happens.
In my head, I'm like, okay, buddy, I don't know what type of girl you think I am, but it's not this one. It's not going there, don't worry. He's opening the door and just starts pointing at things.
Like this is my Lego Death Star.
For the degree to which this guy had a Lego Death Star is unparalleled.
And this is my Pinewood Derby racer.
Oh, boy. So, like you shouldn't tell, he walks in and I stand in the doorway. He pulls out this huge flat black box, opens it, and goes, "This is my baby." It's a gun. A giant, like, rifle-looking thing. I don't know. Suddenly, he's in front of me and he's like, "Do you want to hold it?" No, I don't want to hold it. Yet it suddenly was in my arms. I was standing in the doorway of some random house in a jumpsuit and fake eyelashes with some guy I barely knew holding a huge assault rifle looking thing. I do not die, surprise. We leave his house after he changes clothes and get back in the car. In my mind, I'm just thinking about how I want to go back to my dorm and change and just lay in bed and cry about the night. We're headed back to Sanford, so I'll be in bed soon, right? Wrong.
Oh, no.
Obviously wrong.
Dude. You've already been through enough.
It's so bad.
Wow.
We drive past the first gate, and it's locked because it's so late. So I'm like, that's normal. But then we drive past the second gate, and I'm like, okay, not so normal. I asked if he missed the turn. He said no. I thought it would be fun if we went to go see a dollar movie. Which is like the creepiest kind of movie to go see.
First of all, hey, do you want to go see a dollar movie? Then, yes or no decides whether you go to it. You don't just miss the gate and you're like, oh, by the way, we're doing this. And it is the creepiest.
Yeah.
Dude, a dollar movie, I've never even been. I never went to the dollar theater, but I envision one screen, small screen, old run-down abandoned place.
I picture it being either, like, in the lobby area for it, either super dark or super well lit. Like, way too bright.
Very bright.
I don't know.
I thought it'd be fun if we went and saw a dollar... Sorry. I thought it'd be fun if we went and saw a dollar movie.
Oh, I did forget to do the voice. So for swear, that's on me. I know you're thinking, why didn't you just say no or text your friends to come get you? Well, those are great questions, and I should have done that, but I have a big problem with saying no to people or maybe upsetting them. So yes, this was all my fault. No, dude, it wasn't. You're
no
good.
One's victim blaming here.
You're fine.
You're in a terrible position.
This is so weird, and I don't know. He just made you hold his gun?
Yeah.
That's kind of like okay, you definitely have more guns in here. You're definitely a weird guy. I'm definitely going to probably, like, have to go see a dollar movie with you now.
Yeah. Wow.
And just to call back, this started with her function that she asked him to and tried to get into a car with other people.
Yeah. And she works with this guy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Campus Rec, she said.
Campus Rec, yeah. So working at the gym, all that good stuff. Okay. We drive to the dollar movie theater, and it's like 10:30 at this point. I'm still in my jumpsuit and heels from the function, and he's in shorts and a hoodie.
Ugh.
Living the dream.
Because he went to his bedroom.
He went to his childhood bedroom.
With his Lego Death Star.
Yeah.
And Pinewood Derby. And his giant gun.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm envisioning not like a big gun, just a scaled up gun, and it's now a giant gun, and she's just like holding it like this. You want to see my giant gun?
Bro, imagine also thinking you're like going to a normal function day and then being like, instead I'm gonna see a guy's childhood bedroom and hold a big gun. Not what you're thinking. Okay.
Dude.
Still in my jumpsuit and he's in shorts and a hoodie, living the dream. We walk in and he buys tickets to none other than The Nun. Fun fact.
No!
I hate scary movies. Which I'm right there with you. I don't do horror movies. If someone surprised me with a horror movie when they're already kind of kidnapping me, my night's already been a horror movie, and then you surprise me with a horror movie?
Dude.
That's too much.
Dude. Oh, man. Okay.
So we're sitting in the movie theater halfway through The Nun. The entire time he's tossing popcorn at me and like trying to hold my hand. At this point, I'm just internally crying because I'm like, am I low-key being kidnapped? The movie ends, and as the credits are going, I finally muster up the words, "Will you take me back to my dorm now?" He drives me back to my dorm. I get out and do not say goodnight. I go into my dorm room and lay down and cry. He's now married to one of the girls that was in my group for the function.
Dude! Can we circle back real quick to he was tossing popcorn at me?
I did think about that. That's... Yeah.
Because that is like me going to the SpongeBob movie, haha, let's catch popcorn, not knowing what a date even is. I'm 16 years old. This man's 20-something?
22.
22! Tossing popcorn, trying to like use that as a flirting technique, as a bonding technique, and trying to hold your hand. Dude, don't be trying to hold someone's hand. Try to hold someone's hand, don't hold their hand, and never try again. That's the thing.
Dude, so bad.
You don't be trying to hold someone's hand.
Don't throw popcorn at a girl, too.
Never throw food.
No girl is like, I might be into him. Hope he chucks some popcorn at me to really spice this up.
Yeah, no one's ever been like, if he throws popcorn at me, I'm in.
Yeah, being like, it's so cute the way he
so far
threw buttery, greasy snacks at me.
Everything's a yes, but if he doesn't throw popcorn at me, I'm out.
Yeah, never do that. I don't even know. I'm just baffled by the whole...
That is the weirdest guy.
That is the worst date I've ever heard.
Well, that's just like, dude, like, you have to be aware of who you are. I'm talking about the dude here. Like, you can't do all of those things and not know about it.
That's a lot in one night.
Like, man, dude. And, like, also, if you're this guy's friend, you have to, like, kind of tell him what's up sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm sure he went back and told his friends all about it from his perspective, and it's probably skewed a little bit, but still, like, the friends have to be like, dude, you can't be the way you are.
Yeah. Well, dude, like, also, like, even just before everything got really weird, like, asking to leave a function half an hour in that, like, a girl brought you to as her date...
It's a bad...
...is, like...
move.
Very not good.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't really heard of that.
Because she's there to have fun. I mean, you're both there to have fun, but it's her function. She's there with her friends. She wants to have fun. She wants to have fun with you.
Yeah.
Because she asked you.
Yeah, she thought you'd be a good time.
And
then she met your parents, held your gun, and had to go see a horror movie.
And live a horror movie, dude.
Yeah. Oh my god.
It's tough, dude. That's tough. Wow. Well, dude, thank you for sharing that story.
Yes.
whoever you were, Anon.
Absolutely, thank you.
That was great. And dude, like, thank you to everyone who shared stories. I love the long ones. Those are fun.
They're so good.
That's good. That took me on a roller coaster.
Yeah. I mean, if you got a long story, tell it the long way.
Yeah. The more detailed, the better.
Yeah.
That was great.
And we'll get to some more of those on our next episode, which, again, because the way we're doing things, will be recorded today, but won't be released for like 2 weeks after this one.
Yeah, so if yours wasn't read on this one, it will be most likely read on the next one.
It might be read. We did actually get way more write-ins than I thought we would for this, so we may not get to all them. If yours doesn't get read, sorry. And writing in, like we said, we like the long ones, so really maybe lengthen it out, really wow us with the writing skills, and that will get you more likely to get read.
Yeah.
That's kind of letting you into our algorithm, if you will, of what gets read.
Yeah. But either way, we really appreciate you.
Yeah.
Even if we don't read it, thank you for writing.
Oh, dude, absolutely.
Dude, and with that, I mean, as always, dude, thank you so much for listening, especially if you made it this far. We love you. We love that you listened. And if you feel so inclined, give it a share.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on. Give it a share, a like. Chuck it on the Instagram stories. Huge.
That's huge for us.
Comment on the gram posts. Even, honestly, if you don't watch it on YouTube, but you do listen to the podcast regular, then you just want to help us out, hop onto our YouTube and smash that subscribe button.
Yeah.
We don't post a ton of stuff. It's like a video every couple weeks, so it's not gonna blow you up. It's nothing crazy, just the pod. So consider doing that if you want to be like, how can I help them and make this grow more? But also no pressure. If you're just enjoying this, that's great. So that's what it's all about.
Yeah, dude. I mean, thanks as always.
Come on.
Yeah, that's about it, I guess.
Come on.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers, bro.